Hey, Carl and Alexander. Okay, great. Please release the restriction so I can record the meeting.
I'll record the meeting and post it.
Please release the hold so I can record the meeting. Carl, please release the hold so I can record the meeting. Carl Burkins. Under Florida Statute 718, every owner is entitled to record the meeting. In addition, I am a director and I'm the president of the board. And I'm requesting that you, per the statute, you release the hold that I can record the meeting and any other resident who needs to record the meeting. Vice President Burkins, release the hold on the account. Louise, are you familiar? Good afternoon. Are you familiar with Florida Statute 718?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so could you, do you understand that on the Florida 718, every resident is entitled to record the meetings?
I'm not familiar with that particular part of it. I see that on the screen it says it is being recorded. On the left-hand top of the screen, it says recording begun.
Okay, so Carl Burkins needs to release the hold, so any member who needs to, any member that needs to record the meeting, they can record the meeting for themselves. That recording is for Carl Burkins. Release the hold so the residents can record the meeting. Carl Burkins, release the hold so the residents can record the meeting.
Hello, everybody. It's Regina. What did I miss?
Regina?
Nothing.
Oh, how are you?
Good afternoon.
You know what? I'm waiting on Alex to come in and
to do what? Okay, so
hold
you
on.
don't know what you're doing. Okay, it's just said that you didn't know what you're doing. Okay, then actually sit there and pretend that you were refusing to abide by the statute, which, okay, that I can understand.
Carl, is Alex going to be coming in on the meeting? I wasn't aware of that.
yeah,
Oh,
he is.
okay. Yeah, because I was going to say it's after 7, we could begin the meeting.
Okay, yeah, once we establish a quorum, let's give him another 2 minutes.
Okay, will do.
Carl Burkins, release the hold so I can actually record the minutes, the meetings. Carl Burkins, release the hold so I can actually record the meeting. Carl Burkins, on the Florida Statute 718, residents are entitled to record the meetings. Release the hold on the Zoom account so residents can record the meetings. So you're refusing to actually acknowledge the Florida statutes. Outstanding.
Mhm.
There's still a block on recording the meeting. Release the block so the residents can record the meeting.
Hang on a second, Paul. I just released it. You should have it.
The block is still on the account, Vice President Burkins. Release the block so that the residents can record the association's meeting pursuant to Florida Statute 718. So here we have Vice President Burkins, Louis Roderick, and Regina Goldfine about to start an association meeting and actually refusing to release the hold on the Zoom on the association's account so that residents can rightfully record the association's meeting pursuant to their rights on the Florida Statute 718. And there is Vice President Burkins staring into the camera with a look of defiance. The hold is still on the account. So it's approximately 7:08 p.m. on Monday, March the 15th. And we have, as you can see here, we have Vice President Burkins, who has decided by a quorum to have a meeting here with Director Louis Roderick and Regina Goldfine. In fact, they do have a quorum of 3. So, so that gentleman you see there in the glasses, yes, that's him. That is the person who is actually refusing. Yeah, that's Carl Burkins. He took the glasses off. Yes, he's refusing to abide by the Florida statutes, and is the person that all residents, townhouse, towers. This is the person that you can hold responsible for refusing to abide by the statutes and the administrative codes, the laws. And you can actually send all your liabilities out to him and whoever is responsible as the administrative person. No, I per se, I'm still the president of the board, and I'm watching this, reporting this. I'm here for you. We're here.
All right, good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening.
Evening.
All right, guys. Let's see.
Vice President Burkins, release the hold on the account so residents can actually record the meeting.
It's been released. I don't know if your computer doesn't get it, but everybody else's does. So sorry. Let's.
Okay. So is there anyone on this meeting who can actually record this meeting
to order at 7:09?
Baby, is there anyone, any participant? Is this a fact?
Excuse me.
What he's saying?
Mute him.
Yes, I'm calling the meeting to order right now at 7:10 on 15 March 2021. And this meeting is for the Delvista Road Maintenance Company Open Board of Directors meeting. I would like to have a call to order. And let's establish a quorum.
Regina Goldfein,
Louise Rudnick,
Carl Burkins,
quorum established. Paul, are you attending? And Paul Warren. Okay,
and Paul Warren.
okay. Proof of posting.
Louise Roderick, I'm speaking. Whenever three or more directors meet, it's automatically a meeting and a quorum. So I am actually here as a director, and I'm here as your president of the board.
All right.
Yes.
We have just called for a establishment of quorum. And for your information, let's start one more time. Establishment of a quorum. Board of directors, who present?
Regina Goldfein, present.
Louise Rudnick, present.
Carl Burkins, present.
Per Florida Statute 718, I am here, so I am present.
So we've established a quorum.
Okay.
And Paul Burkins, please release the hold. Please release the hold on the accounts of residents.
So do we have a proof of posting?
Yes, here is the post. Well, let me fix the video here. Well, it's not coming up. All right. I'm having a problem with the video.
Okay.
David, you okay? You good?
David, is there anyone else there? Can you?
I have the
meeting?
I'm trying to establish the posting. It
Oh,
was
shit.
on
It's okay, use it.
March 12th,
You could have
2021,
used mine.
before 5 p.m.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Hi, Elizabeth.
hi. Hi,
That's not.
everybody.
That's not.
Please,
That is not
everyone,
Elizabeth.
please,
That's not Elizabeth. That's
please
one of our
mute
residents.
your mics, please, so that we can continue with the meeting.
Okay,
All right, so we have a proof of affidavit of posting. And item number 1 on the agenda, and we will be using Robert's rules, approval of last meeting minutes.
okay. I have the minutes here. I make a motion to approve them as presented. They were sent to the entire board on the 10th of March for a meeting held on the 9th of March.
Could you please read the meetings on Director Roderick? Louise, please read the meetings, the minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
The meeting was held March 9th, 2021 at 7:00 p.m. It was a virtual go-to meeting. Paul Warren addressed the attendees, 13, including board members and the manager, informing them that the meeting was being recorded and they're requesting them to be polite. Paul Warren opened the meeting at 7:02 p.m. A quorum was established. In attendance was Paul Warren, Regina Goldfarm, Louise Rudnick, and manager Udi Manor. Proof of posting was established. Approval of the prior meeting minutes was requested. Louise Rudnick read the minutes aloud. A motion was made to approve the minutes as read, and the vote was unanimous. Paul Warren then welcomed the manager, Udi Manor. Resident El Milian then requested to address the manager regarding the northwest corner of the property and the trash that has accumulated there. He also referenced prior complaints to the previous manager. Manager Manor, the light is here, stated he would investigate immediately and then requested that any other comments and problems that a resident had would be please presented to him by an email, stating it would be easier to track and follow up on give a notice. The rescheduling of the annual election was then discussed. Paul Warren enumerated his his concerns concerning the monitoring of a ballot box, security accepting ballots from residents, possible office recommendations, improper handling of townhouse ballot requests, and the leaving out of the mailing resume of one candidate. He then presented two options concerning the rescheduling. Option 1, to begin the process starting with the initial notification, or option 2, to reprint and email the second notification. This would include all resumes. It was discussed that option 2 would include an election monitor, and Manager Udi would be responsible to secure the ballot box. The locked box keys would be held by our legal firm to ensure integrity. Resident Joanne Brizard stated she felt we should consider option 1, regardless of the cost, and supported Paul Warren's position. The necessity for a second ballot box lock was discussed and summarily dismissed. Louise Rudnick made a motion. The motion stated that the annual election would be redone starting with the second mailing. It would include all resumes, an election monitors, a ballot box integrity secured by Manager Manor, and the lock key would be held by our attorneys. Regina Goldfein seconded the motion. A vote was called. Regina Goldfein and Louise Rudnick voted to proceed with option number 2 and the add-ons. Paul Warren voted nay. Paul then requested the attendees to vote on an informational item. And Al Million and Joanne Brizard voted for option 1. No other attendees voted. Paul Warren then proceeded to describe his request for the reconstruction of the missing DRM landscaping records. He provided dates of his request to going to the prior managers and stated he had received numerous replies with various unsatisfactory answers. Resident Al Million suggested that Paul Warren request the documents from our new manager with the understanding of the law that required a 10-day response. Rudnick made a motion to make a request of the new manager as stated. Regina Goldfein seconded the motion. It was unanimously approved. A short discussion then of legal options was held. Paul Warren then requested information as to who approved the upgrade of the cable service for the gatehouse. It was brought to the attention it was upgraded at the same time the service was upgraded for the towers. He then stated he had not been consulted and would further investigate. Paul Warren then invited Manager Udi Manor to make a statement. It was warmly received and greatly appreciated. Regina Goldfein made a motion to adjourn the meeting. Louise Rudnick seconded the motion. The meeting was adjourned at 8:37 p.m. I make a motion to please accept the minutes as read.
I second it, Louise. Regina.
The minutes is
The vote?
actually, the minutes is it's incorrect.
Can we have a vote on, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Yes, Regina, yes.
I'm not in favor.
Carl Burkins, aye.
Louise
Louise.
Rudnick, aye. Paul, your nay?
Nay, the minutes is inaccurate.
So the meeting, the
Could
minutes
I
are accepted as noted. The ayes have it. All right, let's move on to item number 2. Vote to engage an election monitor for the annual election. Approve the invoice received from RMC for all services described in the invoice. Can I get a motion?
Yes, I make a motion, it's Regina, to approve.
How are you making a motion before you explain to the residents what the invoice is?
It's for a
Thank you.
hiring an election monitor.
Okay, but the residents were not, they were not a part of our discussion, so we need to share with them
Oh,
what
excuse
invoice
me.
is
Excuse me,
for.
excuse me, Mr. Warren.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
This is a procedural vote on a item that was presented in the affidavit for the board meeting. So
Okay.
do I have a?
Right, but Vice President Burkins, with all due respect, not all participants here were aware of the prior discussions or the prior meeting, so we need to exercise the courtesy of providing the information to the residents. That's all. It's an innocuous request.
All right, thank you, Mr. Warren. Let me elucidate for the rest of the board members that are here, and that this will be posted on our website. RMC, Reliance Management and Consulting, they are a election monitoring company. They charge a fee for monitoring our election, administrative fees, travel, ballots. What they do is there is no one in the association that has any responsibility for the election for road maintenance. They will place a box, which they only have the key to, in our lobby. They will secure the ballot box in the lobby with key to be delivered on the day of the election. They will mail out our inner and outer ballot envelopes mailed to all 500 units, not just the 433 here in the towers, but also to the residents of the townhomes. This takes any question about voting integrity out of the hands of management or anyone else. So they have provided us with an estimate of what it would cost. And the reason that we have discussed having RMC monitor and run our election is because there have been accusations of voting improprieties on the annual election for the towers, and questions about whether or not our legal representatives are taking care of the actions that they were supposed to. Any of the board members want to add in?
Yes, Carl, it's Regina. I wanted to add that the mail-in ballots, if you're going to mail, goes directly to RMC. It's
Yes.
sent back directly to them.
Vice President Burkins.
They are, and because of the statutory requirements that there has to be at least 14 days by us doing this tonight, we will add another week because of possible slowdowns because of mail, possible slowdowns because of residents being out of the country. This will give us enough time to have the election and get the votes from all the constituents. There was a motion earlier that was dismissed for electronic voting for DRM.
Okay. Carl,
Yes.
may I just add that this company is very well known. It has an outstanding reputation, and it is state certified that they are an electric election monitor company, and which handles this from stem to stern. And I just wanted to state they are qualified as far as being state certified.
Carl Burkins and Carl Burkins. I keep attempting to speak, and you're rolling over me. Right? You can hear me? You can hear me, and that's very
Yeah.
disrespectful. Okay, so as you are aware that there was a conflict of interest on bar ethics complaint that was filed, pending that. Who is the law firm that is providing the board legal advice to proceed as you are proceeding currently?
I don't understand your question.
Is there any participant here who could explain that question to Carl Burkins?
But let me, Paul,
Okay.
explain. I just want to tell you, personally, I do not see what is the conflict of interest. This is one group, the Towers and DRM. We are one community. Why are we looking to cause a conflict and to file with the bar? You're looking at another year. All you're doing is delaying this election, which is already well over a month overdue. And I just do not understand.
Okay.
That's-
So let me answer.
Okay, all right.
Let me answer. Let me
Excuse
answer
me.
the director's question.
Excuse me.
Okay. So
There-
Louis,
Mr.
Louis,
Warren,
your
if you would like to file a complaint, feel free to. However, Board of Directors, let's make a vote.
you haven't
on
answered. You haven't
Item
answered.
number 2,
Carl
to
Burkins, you haven't
engage
answered the
election
question.
monitor for the annual
So,
election. And
Under
approve
who is the attorney? Who is the law firm that's
and
providing?
to approve
Yes,
the
will come
invoice
later.
for
Legal
RMC for all
advice.
services described in the invoice. Can I get a motion on the floor?
Regina made the motion and
Can I get a second?
I'll be glad to second it.
Can I get a vote? All in favor?
Yes, in favor of RMC.
Carl Burkins, in favor?
For the record, Paul Warren, President, I oppose.
Aye. The motion passed. All right, item number 3. Call for a vote to select a new date for DRM annual election, meeting and election. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion with the time and adding a little bit of extra time in there. How does April 12th sound?
Can I get a second?
Okay. Yes, I seconded. April 12th is fine.
How
Call
many
for a
days
vote.
is that?
All
Can you
in-
tell?
All in favor?
Yes,
Aye.
yes.
Carl Burkins, aye. All opposed?
Three
All
yeas.
opposed?
If you're waiting on me, Director Burkins, I already said I'm attending this meeting in my capacity as a director and also as the president to observe. However, as I've stated before, due to the fact that there has been a bar ethics complaint, and when that happens, attorneys withdraw.
Excuse me,
There's
Mr. Warren, there's a vote on the floor.
So,
You're either yay or nay.
you can't place words in my mouth. I'm expressing myself to the other residents who are here. So as a result of that, I'm actually here to actually observe the meeting, and I've actually stated before that due to the fact that we don't have legal
So that's
advice.
no vote.
Okay, so,
No vote.
all right, so on item number 3 on the agenda, we have 3
3 yeas and 1
Yeas.
no vote.
and 1
No vote.
nay or whatever. So
No
the
vote.
motion passed. Okay. Item number 4 on the agenda. Vote to authorize the Association General Counsel to prepare a new package and mailing for the annual election, which will be on April
12.
12th, 2021. Sorry, I had to look at my notes. Can I get a motion?
Yes, Regina makes a motion to authorize the association's general counsel to prepare a new package and mailing for the annual election to be held April 12th, 2021,
Can I get a second?
and submit
I'll
it to
second.
the RMC.
I'll second it.
Okay. Call for a vote. All in favor?
Yes, Regina says yes.
Louise says yes.
Carl Burkins, yes. Any opposed?
Abstain for the record that we don't.
All right, Paul
Please
Warren, abstain.
Abstain for the record because we do not have a contract with Singford Revere law
Okay.
firm. There's no.
So we
value-
have 3 in favor and 1 abstention, so the motion passed. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Regina Goldfein makes a motion to adjourn the meeting. It is
What-
7:30.
You want to be
Can
answering?
I,
you want to
can
be
I,
answering
can
the
I get a
residents?
second? Can I get a second?
Louise
From the
Rodnick,
residents?
second.
All right. All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The meeting is now adjourned. Time is 7:31 p.m.
7:31 p.m.
Thank you. Good
All right,
night.
thanks everybody for showing up. All right, see you later. Bye.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.